Hey everyone, it's LiteCast, and in today's tutorial I'm going to be showing you how to use keyboard shortcuts. Keyboard shortcuts in Premiere Pro CC is a fantastic way for you to be able to speed up your workflow and use tools and effects that you want to call back in the future, but you don't want to have to keep going through menus every single time to use them. And there's a few shortcuts that we're going to be using in our tutorial series that we think would be a very invaluable tool for you to know now, so that when you're editing, you can call back them and not have to worry about being confused and things like that. So to get started, all you need to do is open up Premiere Pro. We have our project opened up already, nice and dandy. And if you go to the menu, you'll notice that there's a bunch of options, and they also have keybinds set to them that you can use to call back as well. For example, if you want to undo an edit or undo a process, you just use the undo key, Control Z, and redo using Control Shift Z. Some of these are great, meaning that you can't use them because you're using specific windows and stuff like that, and you might use them later on. So now the cut and copy button is available here, but if you're in the project bin, you might not be able to use them right away. So make sure you have the right area selected and you're in the right tab. To make a new keybind, we're going to go to the Edit tab, scroll all the way down to Keyboard Shortcuts, click the link and open the window. And you'll notice that I'm using a custom layout, which isn't very different from the default. In fact, it's not different at all. But we're going to set custom keys for two specific edit options. And that's going to be the Enable and the Unlink option for this tutorial series. To do that, all you need to do is go to the search box and type in Enable, and navigate to the Shortcut tab here and click the open area next to there. And you'll be able to click and add a button. Click F2 and now you have it set. You'll notice it's set because it's in purple now. And we're going to go ahead and do the same thing for Unlink. Do the same thing, click the open area, set it to F3, and then click OK. But before we click OK, I want to show you a few more things here. So we have 4 buttons that are pretty much standard for all the other presets. It's go to previous edit point, go to next edit point, step back 1 frame, and step forward 1 frame. And also, if you're a Final Cut Pro user, you can notice that the presets for Final Cut Pro 7 are actually available for you to use at your convenience, which means you don't have to learn too many new keys, but it's a great idea for you to be able to set keys that work for you. Alright, enough of that. Let's click OK and show you some of the things that we're going to be doing with this. So for the keyboard shortcuts that we just set, if you click F2, we can now enable and unlink these things. So F2 will enable or disable and enable, and if you click F3, it'll unlink these layers. So normally when you have a video file that has audio attached to it, it'll have an audio layer. Even if there's no audio playing, it should have an audio layer linked to it anyway. Click F3 to unlink, but you can also highlight the selection and click them to link them together, and now if you click one of the layers, it'll be linked. Normally, to do this, you have to right click and click enable and unlink, so we're not going to do that. We're just going to have the shortcuts, unlink, then we're going to disable the audio layer so that when we're going through it, we don't have to hear myself talking as I'm doing a tutorial. And for the arrow keys, to do that, you have to click the cut button now. And to find out what those buttons do, go to the Tools menu, which is normally located here in this section. It might move around depending on what tab you're using. And you'll see that the razor tool is C and the selection tool is V. Those are the 2 keys you're going to use very often. Another tool we're going to use is the slip tool, which is Y, and that basically scrubs through the video, and you can see the timeline when you're using clips. So click C, select a point, and now if we press the down key, we'll go to the next edit point, boom. And if we press up, we'll go to the previous edit point, boom. Also, for the left and right arrow keys, we're zoomed in all the way. We have these little timestamps here showing you which frame we're at. You can go ahead and use the left key to go back, but the right key to go forward. And now you can scrub through and make edits to specific keyframes and things you do as you get more familiar and proficient at Premiere. But that's pretty much it. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below, or any tips and tricks that you like to use, leave them in the comments as well. And if you liked the video, please leave a like. If you want to see more content like this, please click subscribe, and don't forget to click the bell icon to stay up to date anytime we make a new video. And until next time, this is LiteCast, and see you all in the next one.